Hello, my friends. Great to connect with you. I know it takes a couple minutes for other friends to join in. So go ahead and let me know that you're here by letting me saying hi in the comments. Welcome. My name is Genevieve Coe, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Markham, Ontario, Canada. But for the past few weeks, I've been living in Chicoutimi, Quebec, just taking a French course, which I've been really enjoying. Uh, but just because I live in Markham and I'm currently here in Chicoutimi, I love to offer stamping inspiration all across Canada, all across the world. So if you're here watching, say hello. I'm so glad you're here. This video is being a little pre-recorded because my weeks are so busy with school. So it's really hard to find time to hop on. I know I normally hop on Tuesdays, 2 p.m. Eastern, but during this period when I'm at school, I've had to pre-record things and schedule things. But the inspiration hopefully will be just as fun for you. And I love reading your comments after. Oh, you can tell the weather in Chicoutimi is really humid. My glasses are fogging up. So tell me about the weather where you are. Thanks for joining me. I've been a demonstrator for over 14 years. This fall, it'll be 15 years with Stampin' Up! I love what I do. I love sharing it. And I especially just love the connection piece, the fact that we can connect together, share inspiration. Whether you're brand new to crafting or you've been doing it for years, you are completely welcome here in my Facebook page. I hope you make sure you like and follow my page so that you can keep up on all the inspiration. So there's lots going on. Right now, there's an amazing promotion going on. So whether you're a new stamper or whether you're seasoned, now is the time to shop and take advantage of the Celebration promotion. So it's a little weird for me. Normally when Celebration is on, I'm like in my craft cave at home, doing a lot of stamping and getting together with people to stamp. But it's a little weird being here, but I haven't forgotten that it's Celebration. I brought lots of samples and I've been posting them on my Facebook page. So hopefully you're staying inspired, and my blog. So hopefully you're staying inspired. But if you're not familiar with Celebration, make sure to learn about it. There's actually 3 aspects of it. Like, you can take advantage of all 3 if you want. When you shop, you can get free gifts as long as your shopping is $60 or more. When you have orders that are $375 or more, so often that happens when you gather a group of friends together and place an order together, or have a class together or something like that. There's an exclusive stamp set during Celebration that you have access to that's absolutely free. And then the third thing is the best deal of all, where you can choose $165 of whatever product you want. You pay only $135, no shipping and no tax in most provinces. And it's amazing because you get $165 of whatever you want, and Stampin' Up! Will throw in a free paper pumpkin kit for you. And you have access to shopping with the demonstrator discount. You'll be part of my dynamic team. So that's really the best deal of all. We've got a brand new, a whole bunch of new products that just came out as part of our holiday mini catalog. So go ahead, browse. If you're brand new, I would suggest starting with kits. Just nab a bunch of kits and start playing. Our all-inclusive kits are a fantastic easy stamping option. I actually this morning did, I don't know how many cards using a paper pumpkin kit, but the colors were so bright and cheerful, and it was perfect for me while I'm here in Chicoutimi because I could just use my adhesive, stick everything down, do a little bit of stamping, and the cards look great. I should have gotten them. I posted them in my Facebook group, so maybe you'll see them. Okay, so why don't I flip the camera over? I'm super excited to share a project with you. And don't be shy about commenting because I have covered. My husband is sort of holding down the fort while I'm gone. So he knows he's supposed to pick winners for my Facebook Lives. he may not have done it yet, but he knows he's got the prizes already. So don't be shy to comment, because we always like to pick a winner, and it's just our way of saying thanks for connecting with us. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for just enjoying stamping with me. I love to play with you. Don't be shy to share this video as well. If you know friends who you think would enjoy the inspiration, go ahead and invite them to like my page. Go ahead and share the video. If you're part of any groups that you think would enjoy, go ahead and share. I love to do private get-togethers. So if you're part of a group and you think, oh, that would be cool for us to do together, whether you're part of like a book club or maybe like a parent council at school, or I don't know, a little mommy's group. I used to be part of lots of mommy's group when my kids were growing up. So I totally know how cool it is to do something a little different. I would love to design something especially for you, right up your alley, right up your experience level, and just so that you can have fun creating. And the best thing about stamping get-togethers is that you always have something to show afterwards. I always think cooking classes are funny because at the end, you've eaten everything that you've made. And so I guess the important thing is to take pictures and enjoy the experience. But with stamping, you have something at the end to show for it, and your friends will be super impressed with what you make. So yeah, don't hesitate to let me know if you're interested in that as well. Okay, let me flip the camera over. I want to get to stamping, so hopefully this works. I'm in a... Okay, does that work? Can you see the tabletop? Okay. I'm so grateful to my Shakudami host family, my host mama here. She's letting me take over the kitchen table. I stamped a bunch of cards this morning on the kitchen table, and I don't have my normal grid paper, but I am going to tell you the important links can always be found at Linktree, L-I-N, can you see that? Oh, it's probably too small. I'll hold it up. tr.ee/stampin'4fun. So I do have like some in-person events coming up. The beginning of September is the new catalog stamp camp, but you can also take that to go over Zoom. So you can sign up for classes at this link. You can request a catalog. You can browse my online store. You can check out my blog. So it's just Linktree. There's a dot here between the R and the EE. Okay, so that's how you get in touch with me. That's how you connect with me. I think when you go there at the top, my email is there, so you can email me as well. So I love to connect with you, and I love to answer questions. Never feel like you're bothering me. I love to hear from you. Okay, so today I thought it would be fun to share a little project that I learned last week when I was at a Christmas in July class. Yes, it's true. I left my hometown of Markham, Ontario, Canada, came to Chicoutimi, Quebec, and one of the first things I did was attend a stamping workshop because I could not stamp. I thought it would be super fun to stamp in French and practice my French too. So it's actually a little strange for me to be speaking English because normally when I'm here, I'm speaking French and enjoying the French atmosphere, but I figured those of you who watch my Tuesdays at 2 are used to having it in English, so I didn't want to confuse you. Plus, there's a lot of words I don't know in French because I never learned them in French, like all my crafty supplies. But anyway, and all the Stampin' Up! Colors, I don't know what they are in French. Okay, so we're going to make a little box today, so I'm excited to share this with you. Think of this project as like a Christmas in July kind of project, because we're in July, and I know it seems weird to be doing Christmas, but with the heat wave that's been going on, maybe you guys are wishing for a little colder weather, and so a Christmas project might be perfect. So what you're going to need is, oh, I wrote the measurements here. I don't know if you can see them, but I will call them out as I do them. So this is a piece of real red cardstock. It is 7 3/4 inches by 3 5/8 inches. Okay, 7 3/4 by 3 5/8. So if you don't know how to measure your cardstock, the best thing, what you're going to need is a paper trimmer because it's super helpful. And our Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer has the measurements up here by the 16ths of an inch. So it's pretty exact. As well, the other great thing about our trimmer is that the numbers don't wear off. In the very beginning when I started crafting, I really used my trimmer a lot, and the numbers actually erased, like they they disappeared somehow from my ferocious use. So our Stampin' Up! Trimmer is great. The numbers are still there. I use mine all the time. And yeah, so that's how the cardstock was cut, 7 3/4 inches by 3 5/8 inches. Okay, so we're gonna score it. I've already pre-scored it, but I will show you how to score. So you take the long edge, okay, take the long edge up here, and then you're gonna do 2.5 inches. Sorry, maybe I'll move this over so I can see it. Okay, so the long edge is at the top. Make sure it's butt up right against the top. You're going to go 2.5 inches, okay? And then you're going to use the scoring blade, which is the light brown, light taupe kind of color. So that's another benefit of the Stampin' Up! Trimmer. It's got like an actual cutting blade and it's got a scoring blade. So you're going to score 2.5 inches, 3 1/8 inches, 5 5/8 inches, and then 6 1/4. Now 6 1/4, our trimmer has this great arm that extends out. 6 1/4 is right in between here. There's like a little notch, okay? And so you're gonna score it there. Okay, and then on the short side, you're gonna score at 5/8 of an inch on either side. Okay, so you can go 5/8 of an inch here, and score. Just make sure again that it's butt up against the top. You're going to score, and then you can go to 3 inches and score, or you can flip it around and do 5/8 of an inch. Okay, so for those of you following along, hopefully you've got the measurements there. I went pretty fast because I already had mine pre-scored. Okay, so I'll read it out again here. I've got it here. Some of you might take screenshots, okay? 7 3/4 inches by 3 5/8 inches. You're going to score on the long side at 2.5, 3 1/8, 5 5/8, 6 1/4, and on the short side, 5/8 of an inch and 3 inch. So a huge shout out to Jeanette Gauthier. Merci beaucoup pour nous donner cet projet. Thank you for giving us this project at the workshop last week. And yeah, so I just thought I would give you those measurements. Okay, so let's do that. I just wanted to give her a shout out because it's not like I invented this box. I'm sure she got the idea from somewhere else too. We all love to share what we do. So that's that. Okay, so let's move that out of the way. Okay, so I find it helpful to just kind of push on these fold lines. Now this little box I think would be awesome for making little treats for Christmas, or like if you changed the paper and the color, you could do it for Halloween as well. Gosh, I forgot to tell my housemates here that I started a video. They're probably all hiding in their room going, oh no, we can't come out. But I'm sure it would be fine if they did come out. Okay, got gunk on my scissors. Okay, let's see if I got this straight. So once you kind of burnish on these folds here, what I did is turn it towards me, and there's these like little tiny squares. So I'm just gonna like snip on them. I find it helpful. See, I don't exactly know. I made this last week and then I kind of saved it to make again. But I always find once I start snipping, it's gonna become clear to me what to do. I don't have the best memory in the world, but let's see. Once I start snipping, it starts becoming clear how this box is going to come together. Okay, see that? Okay, so I don't think we really need this part at the top. So you'll find that there's a part that's kind of larger at the bottom and skinnier at the top. So now that I've snipped everything, I can kind of see how everything's going to go together. Okay, yeah. Okay, I actually don't think we need this part up here at the top, so I'm going to snip it. I'm going to snip it right off. I don't know whether it's worth it to keep this part. Okay, I'll definitely snip off this part at the top. Sorry, I'm doing so much turning, it probably confuses you. I'm going to snip this part off. Okay, and then, yeah, I think I'll snip this part off too, these little flaps. I don't think they're really necessary. I thought it might give like a little fun little flap, but let's just snip it off to make it easy. I'm pretty easygoing, so I'm not totally making sure that it's absolutely straight because, gosh, it's handmade, so who cares? Okay, we don't want it to look too perfect. See, our box will be like that. Okay, so all we need to do is adhere it. Okay, so I like to have the kind of edge facing towards the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put adhesive on the inside here. Find some adhesive. Do I have any good adhesive? Not really. Okay, if I were at home, I might use tear and tape or the Seal Plus, but still our seal is pretty strong. So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna just put this underneath so I don't mess up Chantel's table. Okay. I'm just gonna make sure these flaps are on the inside, and then I'm going to seal up my box. So I find it helpful to just stick my hand under the inside and push, and we'll do it on this side as well. We'll push to seal that adhesive. Okay, and see, it's the perfect size. Oh darn, before I sealed it. Okay, that's okay. It's the perfect size for one of these little Girardelli chocolates. Okay, let me just straighten this out a bit. Okay, before I sealed it, it would have been, and I already pre-cut this designer series paper. Oh, I should have gotten you the whole pack, but I believe this designer series paper, I think it's called Rings of Love. It is absolutely free with your minimum $60 purchase. You get a whole package of the 12 by 12 designer series paper. Okay, hang on. I think I cut it the wrong size. Let's see. Okay, we can cut this a little smaller, I think. So let's just measure out, but this looks great. So we're just gonna decorate our box. So this one, I believe, is 2 1/4 inches by 2 1/4 inches. So I'm just gonna stick that on to decorate the bottom of the box here. And you could just imagine, you could totally do another color. Like I'm imagining like maybe a rich raspberry and then using some Halloween designer series paper. And then it could be like a Halloween treat. Like you'd be the most favorite person in the neighborhood if you gave out treats like that for Halloween in your neighborhood. Okay, so let's trim this off. I'm just gonna measure this measurement right here. And it is measuring about 1.5 inches. So I'm just gonna go a little smaller, and I'm gonna go 1 3/8 maybe. Let's try that. 1 3/8 by 2 1/4. Désolé, Fabienne. C'est ça? Okay. She's gone outside to work because I've taken up the kitchen table. Okay. There we go. So I think that looks great, right? So whenever you have a pattern that is a little bit in a certain direction, you got to make sure when you're cutting it that it's going in the direction that you want. And I think we are good there. Okay, see how quickly this box is coming together? So fun. Okay, but it needs a way to close. Of course, you could certainly put some adhesive there and close it, but it's really nice to have a belly band. So we're going to use this belly band. This paper is, oh, it's already chopped up, but it's 6 inches by, I think, 1.5. 6 inches by 1.5 inches. This is some of the gold and silver specialty paper that is free as a part of Celebration. So there's different designs. I think there's stripes and there's dots and they come in gold or silver. This is the gold one. Okay, so I didn't measure any score marks. I literally just wrapped it around. And you're going to notice that it doesn't completely wrap around the box, but that's okay because we're going to hide it with this little circle cut from the layering circle dies. This is just in crumb cake, okay? And then we can simply just stick this on here, and it's gonna hide that seam. Do you see that? Okay, so let's put some adhesive here. If I had my CL Plus, it would be better, but it's okay. We'll put some on either end. Okay, so that's just a little trick to kind of use your 6x6 designer series paper in more ways, because you might think, oh, it's not long enough, I have to cut up my 12x12 designer series paper. No, you can just hide the seam. See how I'm doing that there? Okay, so then that creates a little belly band. I'm just going to give it a bit of a push here just so that it stays on. And then we'll just decorate that. You could stamp something, you could do whatever you want. I am going to use these pre-cut pieces. Gosh, I should have gotten my little celebration brochure so I could show you. But maybe I will run and get it. I'm not sure. Okay, so don't want to leave you hanging. So look at these cute, cute, cute shapes that were cut out. These are the, I think they're called the tree lot dies. Okay, so there's no trees actually, but no trees here, but the dies do cut out trees and make some beautiful trees. But to me, the star of the show is the camper. The camper is the best. So let's put some adhesive for this camper. Look at all the pieces it cuts out. And if you can even see, which doesn't show well in the catalog, it's even got like embossing. So it makes it look really realistic, this camper. It's super cute. Okay, so let's see whether our liquid glue is gonna work for us here. I've been using my take your pick tool a lot more lately. This putty end is super helpful for picking up these small pieces. Okay. See, it just gives like a really fun contrast to our little camper. So hopefully you guys know this liquid glue. It is not dollar store liquid glue. It is much stronger than that. So you only need little drops of glue. Okay. Okay, and it was so nice. Jeanette Deja Coupe, she has already cut these out for me. So she used the specialty silver foil paper. And we'll just cut the tire. Did you know in French the word tire is pneu? I think it's such a funny word. Voila, le pneu ici. We'll just put that there. And then a tiny bit of glue. It just like makes it pop, right? If I had a Sharpie marker, or sorry, not a Sharpie marker, a Blends marker, I could color it black, but I did not bring that. So we'll just leave it silver. And then this is like the hitch, I guess, the hitch of the camper so that it can attach to the card. I am very happy to make camper treats and cards. Definitely more fun than actually going camping, in my opinion. I know not everyone feels the same. It is good to be in the great outdoors, though. I applaud you, those of you that are in campers right now. Okay, and this I thought was awesome. A little bit of vellum. This is just our regular vellum cardstock, but you put it behind, and it's like a little frosted window there. Isn't that perfect? Ah, so perfect. So let's put some adhesive here to attach our little vellum. Okay, oh, I should have been more careful where I put that, but it's okay. I've got these funny corners sticking out. I can cut them off after. Okay, and also those dies have like these fun little accents. So it cuts out this like very tiny wreath. Thank you, Jeanette, for already applying the adhesive sheets so that when you die cut it with the adhesive sheets, you can just peel off the backing and ta-da, it's like a sticker. Awesome. And it fits very nicely around the door of the camper. Ta-da! So exciting. So these are, all these pieces are included in those tree lot dies that you can get free right now during celebration. It ends in August, end of August, but you don't want to wait because it's only while supplies last. So one item is already sold out. The pool party soft seafoam note cards are already sold out for celebration. So you don't want to wait till things are sold out. You want to get them earlier. Okay, and then there's even like this mini banner. This is all part of the die set. Like you get so many things in the dies. I didn't bring the dies, but they are in the catalog for you to see, or you can view them on my website. Just go to linktree/stampin' for fun, and you'll have access to my online store and everything going on. Tell me that's not the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life. Okay, so let's just trim this baby off. This extra vellum here, because that's gonna bother me a bit. Let's cut that off. I should have been more careful when I stuck on my window, but nonetheless, there's our perfect little camper. Okay, we've got our little candy inside. Da, 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 da. And we'll put our belly band on, which I may have wrapped a little tightly, but nonetheless, we are good. Also might be a little crooked, but no problem. And our favorite Stampin' Dimensionals. Now, the key is we got to hide the dimensionals, like not in the window, right? You don't want to see it in the window. So we'll just put it there. Whoops. Oh, I don't want to leave Chantel with all these little pieces. Okay. There we go. And there is our Christmas in July treat box. I hope you enjoyed our little project today. I hope you enjoyed that we stamped together. I hope you will stamp with me again. Hopefully I'll be able to do a video. I know those of you who join me regularly, you know it's a bit dodgy, like, is there going to be a video next week? Yes, so far we have been able to. I'm hoping to give you one for the following week as well. And then the week after that, I should be back in Markham. So I'll be back with all my cut and emboss machines and everything good. But yeah, join me again on Tuesday at 2. Keep commenting, even if you're watching the replay. I love to hear what your thoughts are. And let me know if you give it a try. If you do give it a try, make sure to post a picture in my Stampin' for Fun with Jen Facebook group so that I can see what you created. And make sure to come and stamp with me again. I've got my stamp camp coming up. I've got technique class. I've got scrapbooking class. I would love to connect with you. So you can just head to linktree/stampin' for fun. There's a dot between the R and the EE. And say hi to me. I love to share stamping and share it with you. So let me flip this around. Okay, so thanks for joining me, guys. And have a great rest of the day. Bye for now.